Hello everyone! In today's video we are going to learn English with a nice Netflix series, Emily in Paris. We'll focus on several phrasal verbs or expressions which will help you to sound more like a native speaker and to make your speech more diverse. If you haven't watched the series yet, I strongly recommend you do that. If you have a couple of free evenings and you want to enjoy some light romantic comedy with beautiful actors and absolutely stunning views of Paris. So the series is about a young woman from Chicago who moves to Paris to work in a marketing firm, and she doesn't speak French and she knows nothing about the culture, but she is doing her best to show that she could be useful, and she wants to bring an American point of view to their French way of work. Let's move on to the expressions. So the first one.
Look, I know that you all aren't that happy to have me here, and my French could use some work. A little bit. Okay.
Emily says, I know my French could use some work. I know my French could use some work. So that means that her French is not that good as it should be when you come to work for a French firm with French people, but well, she doesn't know French. It could use some work. Could use some work means that it needs some work. So Emily has to work on it. Her French needs some work. You can say could use with absolutely different things. For example, you need some rest and you say, after such a busy week, I think I could use some rest. After such a busy week, I think I could use some rest. The next one.
Very little social engagement. I know you're about to launch and you're keeping me out of the loop. True.
Emily says, I know you're about to launch, but you're keeping me out of the loop. I know you are about to launch, but you are keeping me out of the loop. So the situation is that they are launching a campaign and everybody in the office knows about that. They know they have an event this evening, but they don't tell Emily, so she's not invited and she doesn't know about the launch. So to be in or out of the loop means to have or not have some special knowledge that belongs to a particular group of people. In this case, the group of people is Emily's colleagues, and they know about the launch, but they keep her out of the loop. She is out of the loop. I'll give you another example. She knows you're planning the party and she's really disappointed because you're keeping her out of the loop. So she knows, some person knows that there is a party among friends and everybody knows about that, but she doesn't. So she is out of the loop. She doesn't have that knowledge. In the next part, we are going to have two nice expressions. Let's watch it.
Are you really happy? Well, I just split up with my boyfriend and the water in my shower this morning cut off due to some ancient plumbing issue, so I had to wash my hair in the bidet.
Emily says, I split up with my boyfriend and the water in my shower this morning cut off. So she obviously has two problems. The first one is that she split up with her boyfriend, which means that they broke up. They're not together anymore. Well, I'm not sure this is really a problem because she's single in Paris and she's got plenty of free time, so I'm not sure this is really a problem. Okay, so her second problem was that the water in her shower cut off, which means that the water just stopped. To cut off means to come to an end or to stop suddenly, unexpectedly. She didn't expect the water to cut off, but while that happened, the water cut off. Cut off actually has lots of different meanings, but I would like to share only one more with you today, and it is to interrupt somebody. You can cut off a person when he or she is speaking, and that means that you cut him or her off. For example, the speaker was cut off by the crowd. The speaker was cut off by the crowd. Somebody was giving a speech and the crowd probably started messing up or screaming, so making some noise, and the speaker couldn't continue his or her talk. That means to be cut off. Okay, the next one.
Look, I know you haven't warmed up to me yet, but I promise you will if you get to know me.
Emily says, I know you haven't warmed up to me yet, but I promise you will if you get to know me. So, to warm up means to slowly begin to like somebody or something. So, Emily has a boss who doesn't like her, who obviously hates her, and Emily says, I know you haven't warmed up to me yet, so you don't like me so far, but I will do my best and you will start. So to warm up means to slowly begin to like somebody or something. You can also say that it usually takes me a while to warm up to a new person. So I'm not really the kind of person who likes from the first sight, who just meets a person and likes him or her. I need some time to warm up to a person. And here is actually another good expression, get to know me. So to get to know somebody means to learn more about a person, to spend some more time with him or her and know him better, to learn more about him or her. So Emily actually says that if her boss gets to know her, if the boss learns more about Emily and spends some more time with her, she will definitely like her. She will warm up to her. So to get to know somebody means to learn more about him, to spend more time together. Okay, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you will practice using these expressions and phrasal verbs in your everyday life, and I will also give you a link for a PDF file where you can practice using these expressions and do some exercises to remember them better. If you liked the video, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye!